Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Damus. I'm here with
Q.
And we're going to talk about some news.
What is out there?
Yeah,
slow weeks.
It was a really slow week. Like we've been digging for stuff for the last few hours, and we haven't found anything additional to the almost lack of anything we had prior to this. So, want to get started?
Just start with yours, and we'll go on the Battlefront.
All right, so
whatever it's called, Squadron.
First up, we have Adult Swim pulls problematic The Boondocks and Aqua Teen Hunger Force episodes from streaming. Now, I mean, this isn't an uncommon practice. I was a little bit surprised to see it happen with these shows, though.
I disagree with this being a common practice. This is Adult Swim. It's supposed to have that material. Like, Adult Swim was built on the concept of questionable content, to put it in its most blatant terms.
What I was saying, though, in current day, we've been seeing more and more episodes of stuff get censored because it doesn't meet some current cultural level of sensitivity.
But if you're going to Adult Swim looking for sensitive, I mean, Tim and Eric. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is where you went to see some messed up stuff. But what really pisses me off is that you weren't surprised they were doing this to the Boondocks. I can get Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I guess, because Aqua Teen Hunger Force went to be offensive, but it also was silly.
Well, I was surprised they did it to either one. You said you weren't surprised about Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Well, because of the way the culture is. But the Boondocks, the guys are very activist, like liberal, like the Boondocks. It was literally a commentary. Like everything in the Boondocks was part of the commentary, and it was not glorifying any of that. It was a commentary on these different things. So there should be no episode of the Boondocks that needs to be pulled, because if it's in there, it's for you to discuss and talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, Boondocks was more of a commentary where, Aqua Teen Hunger Force was more laughs, and like the episode I think that they pulled from Aqua Teen Hunger Force had to do with Shake getting bitten by a
radioactive black guy.
Yeah, so and started learning.
So So apparently they were worried that Master Shake was in blackface, and I'm like, he's a goddamn milkshake. How can a milkshake blackface? You know what I mean? It's like he's not even a person. But the Boondocks, there's no episode of the Boondocks that I looked at, I didn't go like, these all are designed to get some conversations going, man. Like, that was the point.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. I mean, they've basically stopped a lot of voice actors from voice acting racial characters that are not their own.
Yes, from acting. They stopped them from acting.
Yes.
Yes.
And so maybe that this is rolling into that.
But I mean, just to go, like, if I watched the Boondocks and you're pulling episodes, man, I'd be furious, because one, it actually has continuity, so you need to actually have all the episodes. But two, the Boondocks always struck me as like, this show is like, it's the point. Is there a show that seems a bit on edge? That's edgy. It's to get the conversation rolling. But there definitely ain't no blackface in the Boondocks. You know what I'm saying?
Deadline says that the Aqua Teen Hunger Force Shake Like Me episode and the Boondocks, the story of Jimmy Rebel episode. The Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode features one of the characters performing African-American stereotypes, while the Boondocks installment sees a series regular perform with a famed racist country singer.
That's it. He's just, Uncle Ruckus performs with he's doing racist country music, because of course Uncle Ruckus likes racist country music, and that's too much. And I'm like, why? That's the point. Yeah. There are some really racist country singers out there. What are we doing, this revisionist history bullcrap again? Like, what part of that's offensive? Uncle Ruckus is, because you can't pull Uncle Ruckus, because if you do, you'd have to pull all the episodes damn near. Like, Uncle Ruckus is in a lot of episodes, and he's almost a warning. It's like, hey, this guy, this guy exists, and there are guys out there. Not, of course, he is of course a caricature, but there are people like that. But I don't know, man.
I mean, it also just amuses me. Like here, this says it comes around the same time as HBO Max begins introducing.
But they didn't pull the one about the booty loving dude. The dude is like, I love booty. Booty is life. Like there's an episode that's all about this dude who likes to rape men in prison. They didn't pull that episode, but they pulled the race. Like I don't get the logic.
Thanks for interrupting me there. So what I was saying,
but you don't know about the booty loving episode. That's why I'm warning you.
This movie comes around the same time as HBO Max begins introducing proper context introductions for movie titles such as Blazing Saddles, Gone with the Wind, that some audience members may find offensive. Which I'm amused at the fact that we have to have context warnings for offensive content now. Like, I remember when we used to watch stuff and we found something offensive, we just changed the channel or stopped watching it.
No, man, but feelings, they might make them cry.
I mean, I understand you putting a warning for may cause epileptic seizures or something like that, because then by the time you see it, it's too late.
Graphic violence, could traumatize a person.
But it might hurt your feelings.
And you need a warning because you're weak and you don't deserve to survive. Darwinism, man. I'm pro-Darwinism. If you can't handle blazing saddles, you don't deserve to reproduce. Your genetic string needs to be removed. You need to be removed from the gene pool for real. Like, I grew up and I saw lots of stuff that offended me, and you just stopped watching it. You just said, all right, I'm out, man.
Oh, yeah,
I don't like this show anymore.
Dude, done it on Netflix. I've watched stuff on Netflix, and I've been like, man, I don't really care about that, perspective.
Yeah. I've literally canceled Netflix. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't tweet about it.
I've watched comedians where I was just like, I'm just not on the level with this comedian, so I don't watch that comedian,
Oh, I told you that one that messed me up, that weird one that the one that got really anti-Christian hardcore, and I just stopped watching. I didn't downvote him or nothing. I just said, hey, man, I've got a sense of humor, but you are on a rant.
But anyway, I
stopped watching this show.
Coming off that whole rant, the point being, I am surprised that these episodes did get
But
removed.
they pulled them. That's the thing, though, because look what you just described. I'm interrupting for a reason. What you just described, though, is a warning. They're censoring. They're pulling these episodes and not allowing you to watch
from
them.
Adult Swim.
From Adult Swim.
Which was meant to be the
5 ounce mouse, like Squidbillies. What the heck, dude? Eric offended me every time it came on. Like, that show was weird and disgusting frequently. I think the only part I liked was Between Two Ferns, man. Like, every other part of that show was just not that funny and very weird and sometimes disturbing. But you know what, though? But Boondocks, man, that's the one.
Boondocks,
That's a step too far. And I'm just like, dude, if you want to put a warning on it that says, hey, you little crybabies, if you watch this episode and you like country music, you're going to cry into your
and I'm going to say,
hat,
if you're easily offended, there's a lot of episodes that will probably offend you on Boondocks.
The rapist episode, the weird prison rapey dude.
Especially also, depending on what side of the fence you're on a lot of different topics, different episodes will offend different people.
It's a pimp named Slingback. Say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Jodeci. I mean, there's some episodes in there, man, where like, just all about slapping prostitutes, man. Like, there's a whole long prayer for slapping prostitutes. He has a pimp prayer. Like, and I love it. It was funny to me, but I mean, and then I told you that one time Uncle Ruckus told a line so racist that it wrapped back around to not being racist. Like, I literally sat there stunned, and Kitsune was with me, and we both sat there just like, that was so racist that I'm not offended. It went all the way back around.
I mean, my thing is I'm assuming maybe with, was the, and I don't recall this episode. I've watched some Boondocks.
They didn't pull the R. Kelly episode?
But with the famed racist country singer, like, was this person named? Like, was this a named? Or
He was a caricature of a known country singer. Yes.
Okay.
But he wasn't that accurate that it had to be. And also, but the thing is, but it ain't like that's the guy that they pulled it. No, they pulled it because, it's controversial. And I'm just like.
Well, yeah, well, that's sort of where
they
I
have
was
an R. Kelly, and they call him R. Kelly.
That's why I was sort of questioning is, did they pull him? Because you know how some people get blacklisted, and if this racist country singer is basically pulled from everything, maybe they pulled the episode because of that?
They have a scene where they do a partial reenactment of R. Kelly peeing on a girl in a Boondocks episode.
I mean, several things I think have done that.
Yes, it's in the show, but they didn't pull that one, which is a reenactment of an illegal act. But the country singer, that's too far. Hey.
Yeah. Different.
A milkshake acting like a black guy. Wouldn't that mean that you'd have to assume that Master Shake is white to even get a?
Well, he's not black.
My head hurts.
He's milkshakian.
You want, just so y'all know, his milkshake flavor is not vanilla.
He's not even human, so.
Oh, I did not know a cup could do blackface.
He's also I guess what do you call it when you make what do they call it when you make an inanimate object?
Anthropomorphized, or whatever.
Milkshake.
Anthropomorphic. There you go. I mean, he's not even that welly anthropomorphic. He didn't have legs. It's like they threw some gloves and a face on a cup. It's not that well. The furries would say that that's a poor anthropomorphization. They've seen better.
Oh, you got to bring up the furries.
What is your problem with the furries? You know what they didn't do? They didn't make them pull the Boondocks furry episode. I don't know if there is one.
I don't have any problems with furries in particular. I just the whole costume thing sort of creeps me out. The mascot costumes
throw me off. Like the well done ones when they get the makeup, but like when they do it's just a like school mascot. That's odd to me. Just because I know there's better costumes, I'm like, come on, man, put some effort in. If your spirit animal's a wolf, go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? Get you some gear. Don't go cheap. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on. Maybe I hang around with too many cosplayers, but I'm used to seeing good costumes. So it's weird when you're like, man, that's a great, Widowmaker. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a great, this character. Oh, man, you paid, oh, wow, that's really good. You even got the tail and that's a good one. Then you turn over here and you just see, like, Go Broncos Go. And you're just like, whoa, come on, man. Come on, look at all these people trying over here. Get a 3D printer. You know what I'm saying? Get it going. I'm still waiting to see the furry with a good costume, man. I'm gonna make him furry of the year. I will take a picture, we will post it on Dicejunkies, and I'll be like, this is a dude who cares about his spirit animal. So if you've got a great furry costume, you send it to us, man. I'll endorse you. Because all I'm saying is that if you're gonna have a spirit animal, respect it.
Send it to him, not me.
I don't check my thing, so no, they got to send it to you.
Send it to q@dicejunkies.com.
Don't do that. I don't check my email.
All your furry pics to q@dicejunkies.com.
Add us at Instagram and I'll see it. And if you've got a good
don't
furry,
add us to Instagram. I see those as well. Send them to q@dicejunkies.com.
Don't listen to him. He don't run the Instagram. Y'all do it. But no, I'm sorry, but man, I got my thing. You know, as we stated, I've got a little Native American in me. I'm like, respect your spirit animal. Don't go cheesy with it. Don't have a huge head like this and say I'm a tiger and your head's this big and you got a freaking Frosted Flakes shirt on over the costume. No, man, do it right. There we go. Now then, the sad news.
Yeah, I don't know what this particular.
Yeah, segue into this. I want to see how you're going to segue from, like, that subject into...
Well, speaking about a shake getting bit by a radioactive black man, let's talk about...
Too soon.
Let's talk about Rick Moranis supposedly getting, like, randomly...
Not supposedly.
Well, on camera getting randomly punched. It was supposedly random. I mean, we assume so far there's no evidence that it's not anything but a random attack. But he was attacked or assaulted by a passerby, and a lot of people have been really upset about this. Of course, Rick Moranis has a pretty sad past. I mean, he used to be a really common actor to see. I mean, Spaceballs and Ghostbusters,
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. So I mean, especially
If I got this right, keep going. I'm just getting some more info
Yeah.
on it.
especially if you're in the older geek spectrum, you're very familiar with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah,
Um,
Was
What?
that wasn't? Was he in Flubber?
No,
No,
I
no.
don't think so.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
But anyway, they've been posting up awards for the guy that was caught on camera punching them. I hope the guy gets caught. I hope justice prevails. But it's sad. It's sad.
Jumping in old Jewish man for no reason is
Yeah.
just messed up. And it's the fact that just attacking the elderly is an act of absolute cowardice. I don't care how people feel about it. Say this dude embarrasses me. Embarrasses me as a black man. You know, like, dude, your mama didn't raise you right. You are a loser. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma didn't raise you right. Like, what's your excuse for that? Like, look how big you are. Pick a real fight, you bitch nigga. Like, it ain't nothing.
And he's not
like jumping an old man and you swole like this. What the hell are you supposed to be?
And he's not covering his nose with his mask, man.
I mean, he's a pussy. I'm sorry. I mean, I have no respect for someone like this. Ooh, you big tough guy.
You know
what I'm saying?
if you wore your mask properly, it would be less easy to identify you.
Like, oh God, there's some wretched people out there, and it's just a shame because like I was raised to respect my elders, man.
Yeah.
What is with this? You gonna jump an old man? You gonna jump an old man? Why? What you trying to prove? Oh God, you made a real blow for Black Lives Matters with your freaking punching an old white Jewish man. Old Jewish man got beat up. Freedom is ours. Finally, I'm free at last. What the hell are you supposed to be, man? What are you supposed to be?
Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that.
I know, but
mean,
it's just some punk ass stuff.
Yeah,
man.
it sucks.
Imagine if this was
Ryan,
your relative. This is your grandfather.
Ryan Reynolds had recently had Rick Moranis on a Mint cellular commercial with him, and he actually tweeted out an apology for bringing Rick Moranis into 2020.
I think Chris Evans? Well, who's the guy that does Captain America?
Chris Evans.
That's Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans, man, put out a call for. I mean, I'm hoping this dude.
Hopefully, he didn't show his camera.
Hopefully,
he didn't show his camera roll again when he did it.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, man, like, this is a dude that if they find him effed up in a ditch, I don't care. Like, you know, I'm getting tired of the fact that our society seems to be degenerating into cowardice, a lack of morality, and some punk-ass natures. Like, all this, like what they did to that, because, you know, this just reminds me of what they did to that little guy that's like, oh, this guy, we don't agree with the way he talks. So they run up and they hit him in the face with, like, concrete-filled milkshakes and stuff.
That's also my childhood you punched in the face. I'm just saying.
Just the principle of attacking old people. He could have killed this guy. This guy is a potential murderer. He's a scumbag.
I'm trying to be a little less heavy with it.
I'm sorry. I just don't like it. Like
I know.
It pisses me off. Like, I don't know. All right, let me stop. I'm getting depressed just thinking about this.
Yeah. Let's get a random encounter. Go ahead and roll. Let's see if you can get some of that.
Aggression out. Yeah, man. Like, it just ticks me off to see people.
Don't break
punks.
the monitor over there when you roll. Just.
That's why I'm getting a few rolls to get the tension out, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, all right, let me stop. All right, let's roll random encounters, everybody. Yay.
12.
Star Wars. Worst fail. Boba Fett, Jetpack Death Cash, or Tosh Yar killed by Armus. Crap, who the hell's Tosh Yar? I know the Judge Boba Fett, but I'm like, dang it, blood axes. Hold on, I'm gonna find out. Like Tosh Yar. I'll probably remember it when I see it, but off the top of my head. Oh, Tasha Yar, yeah. Oh, that's Star Trek. Okay,
Yeah.
This is a Star Wars versus Star Trek. Yeah, her death was messed up. I've got to say Boba Fett, though, because Tosh Yar basically was getting pulled out the show. Like it was a shock to have a main cast member die. It was a moment that I remember we never forgot. Like, it really was a, like, holy crap, she's dead. They're not going to find out she's got a clone somewhere or nothing. She was actually taken out. That was a really, like, unexpected moment that had some poignance. When Boba Fett's jetpack, like, when it was pew, hit, Wilhelm scream, and then the Sarlacc pit, I just went like, oh, that guy's dead. Like back then, Boba Fett was a nobody. Like, he wasn't even like it's amazing to me he got so popular, given how he exited the Star Wars franchise. I don't bring it up because Boba Fett fans will flip out on you, but like, if you really remember his debut, it's basically getting told by Darth Vader, yo, no disintegrations, man. Finger in the face. And then it's later on, it's just like, I got too drunk, man, and got my butt kicked by a blind Han Solo. It was a really not very flattering interest into the, series. Vacuum guy?
I can't remember what it was. Or it was a bucket guy. I remember there was like this one character in Star Wars that was sort of in the background that even had a toy made for him, and he's just this random dude passing off in the background. I forget what he was, but
for biggest fail, like the Boba Fett is the one thing that's like considered, we don't bring that up because people people don't like to bring up the jetpack fail because it's a black spot on his history. It's not a black spot on Tasha Yar's history, how she died. It's just how she exited the series, but it was at the time. I remember I was sitting there like, whoa. Like, I had a reaction. When Boba Fett died, I was just like, you didn't even do nothing.
And that's probably the thing. I mean, with the Boba Fett one, you had, as an afterthought, it was more of a worse idea than it actually, because they probably didn't realize how much Boba Fett was going to grow as a character. You know?
Oh yeah,
so,
they regret that. I know. They're like, oh crap, we should have took him out like that.
But, I mean, at the time, yeah, like you said, didn't really think about it, you know?
I mean, I basically
it's like, that's funny.
Yeah, that was it. And don't get me wrong, I like Boba Fett, man. I like Boba Fett. But, like, he brought up the thing that you shall not talk about, which is the backpack fail, the jetpack fail. Oh, he's a badass. I mean, he had a bad day then, boy. That's that Nat 1,
And as far as Tash Yar goes, I mean, I watched The Next Generation, didn't even remember. So
I just didn't recognize her name off the top.
I mean, when I saw her picture, I recognized her, but I still don't really remember much about her.
I mean, given her, for the fans out there, given her special importance to Data, wink, wink, and how that came up later. Yeah. Like,
I do remember that.
And the fact that came up later when they were going through his memories, and they were like, "There's a memory of yours you're hiding from us," and it was that moment because he felt it was private, and that was so human that there was something he felt. No, I should not share this with people. This is personal. She was very relevant to the Star Trek generation, and her death ended up having relevance.
I guess more and more of her is coming back. I mean, it's
because everybody was surprised. Like, why does Data have this thing like this, like memorable in these memories? Why is he so concerned about her death in particular? And it's like she was important to him.
I mean, you gotta also think. I watched Star Trek: The Next Generation as it was coming out on TV. Yeah. And I never really went back and watched anything again. So, I mean, that's been
me neither,
a long time ago.
I just remember because it was an important point in the series, man. I remember a lot about it. So, but like I said, there was way more poignance to that than what happened to Boba Fett. I mean, they just retconned it and then never really went into it. It's just, he crawled out the Sarlacc pit later. He's fine. And then that was it. Like, it wasn't a very good moment in his history or poignant. It's just something they kind of retconned because the character ended up popular and they wanted to keep working with them. So to me, it was a fail both as writing and a fail in the character's life that he doesn't want to talk about. He's probably like, I don't want to bring up that.
But, all right.
Oh, wow, that is a low user score.
Well, since we were talking about Star Wars, we'll get into your topic now, which is Star Wars Squadrons came out. And you've been watching some reviews and you've been watching some plays
before you
and stuff.
buy, I mean, it's glitchy. I've heard that. I didn't expect this low a user score. One of the cool things that I found out that recently is that you can play it in VR. It actually has a VR mode as well as a story and multiplayer.
I mean, you're just now finding out about that, being we talked about it when we originally went over this story.
Well, hey, people have been talking about it. Well, apparently none of the people but the person I watched a little while ago played it in VR. But he actually liked the VR, and he gave it a good, like you said, he did say it was like there's glitches. But, I mean, you know, that's pretty much what you'd expect because, I mean, no high-tier game or AAA game comes out working these days, especially from, like, isn't that an EA game? Because don't they have the Star Wars license?
Yeah.
Like, you can't expect anything under the EA label to come out working. But wow, the user score is low considering that the people who played it have enjoyed it. But I will admit that all the people that I've been watching are Star Wars fans. So this may be a low score from people who aren't fans and were playing it as a space fighter simulator. Because here's the thing. If you're a big Star Wars fan, you're going to be happy to be in a TIE fighter even if it isn't the best. And I won't lie too, I wasn't impressed with the graphics. Like, I was watching it, and I felt like the graphics didn't really feel... I mean, look at even at a picture, dude. That's not exactly AAA. Like, you compare that to, like, some of the recent games that have come out. Look at those graphics, man. Like, that's not top tier. It's not terrible looking, but, I mean, it doesn't give off the feel of, like, what you'd expect from, like, what's that game come out we were talking about? Starfields, coming out. Like, I'm expecting Bethesda to be a lot better, But, I mean, the people that are fans of the series like it. They've enjoyed it. You get to play on both sides. Like, you spend some time with the Imperials. You get to fly a TIE fighter, and then you get to fly for the Rebels. So you get to spend some time on both sides of the fence. So you'll get to fly TIE fighters and X-Wings. I've heard the combat's not bad outside of the glitchy moments. I thought it was going to get a better rating. I did not actually look up the Metascore, but outside of critics, the users are bombing this game because 4.7 is bad. Like, wow. But from actual people that have played it, that are fans of Star Wars, they've liked it. So I'm going to have to say, take this with a grain of salt, that apparently if you're not a fan of Star Wars, you may actually want to avoid this. Because with that low a score, if you're not going to get some of your enjoyment out of fan nostalgia, then you're probably not going to be won over by it. But I also note this. This is the glitchy version. Give it a few months. It's going to get fixed.
Yeah.
They haven't patched it yet. So
it is also included in the Origins. I don't know if it's the premium or the, let's see. Here. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. I screwed up my editor station. All right. Here we go.
This is what happens when we don't have a real editor, y'all.
Yeah, I know, right? It is included in the Origin Pass. I don't know if that's, let's see, is it a premium? Play Pro. So.
Yeah, so if you got Play Pro, you get to go at it, but how much is the actual price? $39.99.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be why people aren't happy. Yeah. I mean, that's not the usual top tier price, but given the quality, if it was $29.99, it'd probably have a higher score. I bet you a lot of those reviews. What do some reviews say? Like, I bet you some of it is people are thinking it's not worth $40. I bet you it's the price versus the quality.
Let's see. Should be named SJW Wars. Oh, it may be political.
They also say it's low
propaganda, low quality game with politics.
It's the story that's pissing people off. I hadn't
instead
heard people
of
talk about the
gameplay
story.
and technical features. Let aside the identity politics, corporate wokeness. So it may not be
story.
It may be a decent game then, and it just has some story elements that could be.
I will admit that none of the reviews I've read have went into the story. They may have been purposely dodging that part of the game.
Okay.
That makes sense now because I thought that was weird that none of the reviews I watched talked about the story at all. I mean, at all. Not a single word was said. You know what they said? You play for the Imperials for a while, then you play for the
every
Rebels.
one of these low scores is talking about propaganda and wokeness.
Wow, how bad is the propaganda that it got? That kind of response?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to go. You know what, guys? This is going to be a first two-parter. I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to go find out what happened just to see. I mean, we don't apologize. I'm just going to see what was said that launched it. Because now I'm curious. Like, what the heck caused this strong reaction? And how did it get into Star Wars? Like, what did you put into Star Wars that caused that negative reaction?
I mean, have you watched the last 3 movies?
Yeah, but this isn't set during the crappy, like, sequels. This is set during, like, the first 3 movies. Like, during the better... Well, no, I think this is right after the first 3 movies. But anyway, it's not set in the Rise of Skywalker era. Or whatever the last 3. You know the last 3 movies, people. I don't have to tell you. You know my feelings. Like, I've made them very clear. But I am shocked that they apparently have managed to put a message in here that's considered outright propaganda, because I see that over and over. Wow. They must have really hammered something in hard. All right, cool. I've got something to look into. I'll get with Blood Axe, and we will research this and find out what's the thing that blew this out of proportion.
We can maybe after the show, sometime during this week, I'll install.
You want to throw in an extra? Yeah, we can throw in an extra one and talk about it.
Well, I mean, I'll install the game and we can actually just look over it. That way we have firsthand.
You get it. Because my whole thing is that I actually can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't believe it's that bad. Like, these are so. This is like Last of Us 2 negative reviews, man. These are zeros. I'm seeing 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0. That's a really powerful response for a flight simulator game. How much propaganda can you put in a game where all you do is fly around ships and shoot other ships? Oh, and they're the 10 out of 10s. Okay, yeah, it must be political because, I know it ain't a 10 out of 10. I've watched the gameplay. You put it, this has become, God.
See, giving this a 10 to offset the angry, Trump-supporting, conservative fat.
Why, EA? What did you do to this game to make this a political talking point?
Yeah, so
why?
Apparently it's become political.
Why? It's supposed to be about flying a goddamn TIE fighter. You dumb assholes.
We were like,
why?
This is a safe topic.
I was so sure. Guys, look, if you could go watch the video, if you're listening to this, you will see my face. I, honest to God, thought it was a pretty decent game, and I thought it was nothing political in it. What did they do? Did they just have Biden commercials in it or something? Like, how did you make a Star Wars flight simulator political? And I'm only saying Biden because they're claiming that these are Trump supporters, so I'm thinking, like, that's the only thing I can imagine. Like, they just have, like, you know, like vote this person. Well, what could you put in there that's political, though? It's the Imperials. They're space Nazis. How do you even get political with them?
I mean, let's not make assumptions. I mean, it could definitely be a range. It could be a range from just there being too many women in it.
This strong response shouldn't have been happening by too.
I don't know, man. There's been some crazy responses.
Rogue Squadron was popular and it had a female main lead.
True,
though I don't think Star Wars fans are that sexist.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We're also at we're at the tippity top of the political craziness right now. I mean, we're at election central, dude. So I don't
What is it? Did the TIE fighter pilots refuse to wear their masks?
I don't.
What's going on, man?
I don't know where. Look, man, I'm just as confused as you. Wow. All right.
All the rebels refuse to wear white uniforms. You're only allowed to wear black and brown uniforms.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to figure out what could cause this, dude. It has to be bad. They're talking like it's crazy. Like there's goose stepping and everything in this, man.
Yeah.
These are some strong reviews, y'all. Y'all want to laugh? Go read the user scores. I see better scores on the debate, man. Like these are some bad scores. Like, wow.
Yeah.
This is hostility.
I mean, this
that
is
I
like
don't understand.
the Emmys level scores, you know.
I mean, this game isn't good enough to get this much negative hype. I mean, just being blunt, this is more attention than this game deserves. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought this was a simple.
I thought this was like a B
flight
title.
simulator.
Yeah, a little flight
simulator.
They didn't sink a lot of money. They didn't even ask for. This is EA, and they didn't ask for $69.99. When EA doesn't ask for $69.99, they know it's crap. Like they know it's a low tier game. Like they were like, look, we'll charge you $40. We're not even gonna monetize it, man. It's just you want to fly a TIE fighter, here you go. You know what? How much we're not gonna charge for this? It's free with your Origin, man. Don't worry about it. Just play it. And what's bad is most of these people probably played it for free and still bombed it. Wow. What the heck did they do to that game? I feel bad for Star Wars fans. Because now if you like this game, you're in the middle of a huge political debate.
All right. Let's look at some of the mixed reviews. So let's see. Okay, so the most jarring element of this game is Disney Star Wars demographics. Oh God! Even the mixed reviews.
Demographics? How did they get into demographics?
Call me old-fashioned, bigoted, racist.
They're avoiding the keywords. Search word.
Far white male, but I like the racial and gender spread of the original movies. All right.
Why would you say that? There's like one black guy. Okay. That guy's just trying to start crap. I'm like, I liked it when there was only one black guy and he was a sellout.
Yeah. The newest Star Wars game is out and cost only £40. It doesn't sound bad, but in terms of content, little is offered. The campaign is brisk but fun. The fighter and company can be controlled much better than Battlefront 2. After that, there's not much left. Let me see if I can zoom in on this stuff because I'm getting old.
The multiplayer only has 2 maps. Oh wow! Now that's a genuine criticism.
Yeah.
2 star maps is not good for a multiplayer. I've never seen a game only have 2 maps on release. Wow.
All right, Split Mind. The game was welcomed with open arms, especially by critics and sometimes uncritically. As ironic as this may seem, Star Wars has a strong hold on people's heartstrings, but gamers have found themselves disappointed for well over a decade now. What Star Wars Squadrons brings is not the savior of the game series, but is a shining ray of hope. A lot of emphasis has been placed on the this is a big one, on the graphics.
This dude wrote a series.
Once again, the story isn't anything special, and other than the appearance of Darth Vader at the beginning, it really lacks some star power and figures from the movies to capture my interest. Finally, the gameplay. This is where I had a love-hate experience. Generally find dog fighting is enjoyable, but it really took away from the experience.
Shorten it. Like, he even says that he found himself just turning, which people that play simulators like this know that means you don't move your vehicle. You sit in one spot and shoot, because flying around makes it harder.
So this guy seems to be avoiding most of the political stuff and puts it in a mediocre standpoint.
And he actually talks about real gameplay. Like, if the flight's so bad that you have to turret, which I've done that in games where it's so hard to move around, I just sit still and shoot. That's a really bad thing for a dogfighting simulator, because you're supposed to want to have high-speed battles. But if he actually said he defaulted to turreting because of the flight mechanics, that actually is the kind of thing that catches my eye. But wow.
Yeah. But, I mean...
people... there goes a guy talking about the VR. He said the VR was really fun. Which, VR by default is going to usually be pretty good if they just put some effort into it.
It really sounded like VR was what they were pushing with this game to begin with. I mean, that's the experience.
Mad, they got their politics in VR. It was in their face.
That was the experience they were trying to really push. This guy says the good looks great mostly and sounds great. The idea is great, and there are wow moments. It has some neat cockpits. Bad story is tired, cliche mess. So it mostly sounds like everybody who's mad about this, it's the story.
Yeah, apparently the story pulls some...
And the mechanics could be better, but they're not bad.
I know how they did it. Oh, God. All right, bet. Y'all, I'm predicting what they did. I forgot. This is Star Wars. They Mary sued. I bet you it's money it's Mary sued. I bet you they Mary sued hard as hell. That's got to be it. That's the only thing I know that triggers Star Wars fans this bad. Is after the Rey saga, Mary sues or leave a really bad taste in the mouth of Star Wars fans. causing extreme reaction. Because, again, I think this is a bit of this feels like an overreaction even though. But I bet you they must have Mary Sue. She's probably the bestest pilot ever. And when she joins the rebels, they all love and trust her immediately. And she ends up saving the whole rebellion. But she sacrifices herself to do it. And there. And then she says, my pilot name is Skywalker. And there we go. We're done. You know what? What's that pilot everybody likes? The one from all the expanded universes. She outflies what's his name? Dude? Everybody, y'all, God, they're yelling at me. I can hear it. They're yelling at me, dude. The pilot. Everybody loves that guy.
Poe?
No, the guy that Poe was got it based on, the original pilot that everybody went on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, dang it! That dude is so well known. I bet you she outflies him, and he tells her she's better than him. I'm not actually trying to troll. I'm trying to find out why everybody's so mad. Because this is, like I said, this is some aggressiveness that makes me go, what is it?
Oh no, I am surprised that I was not expecting this when we talked about Star Wars Squadrons. Oh,
this is weird. I thought his name would pop up immediately when I put in like.
Apparently, he's not as important as you think.
No, he's named Wedge Antilles. Wedge Antilles is like a really popular like expanded universe pilot. That's supposed to be this master X-wing pilot.
So maybe
they
Wedge EDGE.
Yeah.
All right. He's not in any of these.
He's not in articles. Then none of them are saying why they're mad. They're just claiming there's politics, but none of them are going into detail.
Why? Why don't you tell us? Tell us why.
I'll find out, but I bet you. I don't know if Wedge Antilles is the reason, but I'm betting that it's Mary suing because it's the only thing I know that triggers people this bad. Because it's Star Wars. They can't get that political. I mean, it's Star Wars.
No, and nobody says Mary Sue either. In these reviews.
I think they're dodging that. Well, no. You got to remember, Mary Sue is considered hostile. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You say Mary Sue in an article, they'll pull it or ban you.
So you have to come up with creative spellings for this stuff, like the dude with the Reese's.
Reese's, yeah. Well, I mean, you notice that you search for racist. You probably won't find it. Like, you got to watch your terminology because they're trying to block you from calling them out on that crap.
One did. One guy got away with it. Lucis.
No, they'll get him. They missed him. They'll get him.
Let me see. Lucis Tool. Barely playable, woke, PC, anti-racist?
Maybe that's why he got an anti-racist. He got anti-racist.
Anti-racist should be good, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. He put anti in front of it, yeah.
Because it means you're not...
Yeah, there you go.
Racist?
Yeah. See, that's why it gets to stay, because it says anti-racist.
How is anti... Man, people need to learn how to use the English language. You can't even talk bad, right?
This random topic I picked like 30 minutes ago to be this interesting, but like, there's a conspiracy theory. Like, what is going? You know what, people? If you're out there and you want to pop in a message or send us, tell us what triggered everybody.
Yeah, let us know.
Because on YouTube, they're scared to say. I watched 3 different videos and nobody brought up the story. So it's like one of those secrets. Like, nobody wants to admit what it is that triggered everyone. But it clearly triggered, because you notice also that the critics gave it a really high score, which means they're you know.
I mean, they didn't give it super high. It was in the 80s. I mean,
that's pretty decent these days.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason it wasn't woke enough. That's probably why I didn't get higher.
Let's see. Bad critic reviews. Ars Technica says, before I go sending... Oh, wait, no, these are in progress unscored. Let's see. There are no negative critic reviews. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's a mixed one, though. Despite its lack of epicness, Star Wars Squadrons is a pleasant surprise. Whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, you have a good chance to enjoy what this space opera game has to offer.
It doesn't have much. Hit one of the good ones. I want to see if they go like, it fights the good fight.
After such a long wait for success to X-Wing and TIE Fighter, Star Wars Squadrons feels like a lucky shot with a proton torpedo.
Aren't proton torpedoes from Star Trek?
I don't know. Don't let me. I'm not the Star Wars guy.
It's been a while. What is it? Photon. Man, it's been a minute since I've seen some Star Trek space combat.
With a solid single-player campaign and above-average VR implementations. Yeah, this one doesn't.
No, they're not saying either. What are we missing here? We are missing. So let me get back on the mic. Dude, we are missing something. Wow. There is a secret behind this game that no one's willing to talk about.
Yeah, let's see. On the other hand, however,
I already checked it, dude. It doesn't go into it, man.
The weakness of the single-player campaign. At least this good review mentions the single camp, which does seem to be what people are having problems with.
All right, guys. Well, there's a mystery. What else we got? Is that all we got? Because I think we've beaten this horse because we don't know the answer to the mystery. We're going to research it.
We'll do a random encounter.
Then let's go eat. I'm hungry.
All right, that sounds good.
I'm tired of me talking about eating a bit, boy. Every time on the show, I'm like, after this, y'all, we're going to go eat.
Heroes and Icons. Favorite Ninja Turtle. I mean, when I was a kid, I was a big.
Please don't. Let me see if you're gonna get mine.
I was a big Michelangelo as a kid.
Oh, good, you can have
but as I got older, Donatello was definitely my favorite.
For me, man, Slash. The evil Ninja Turtle with the spikes on his shell. Yeah. You don't remember Slash?
No, I remember Slash.
Yeah. Hey, he's a Ninja Turtle. Oh.
He is. You got me. You got me.
Slash. I was scared you were going to get him. I was like, Slash was awesome. Because he was like the predatory like turtle. Like, he was like, oh, no, this is not your like pet turtle. This is a turtle that wrecks and stuff. But after Slash, with the newer incarnations, especially when he became a bigger, tough guy, Raphael for the same reason. Because Raphael have you noticed Raphael became more Slash-like with each new reboot?
Did he now?
Yeah, he got bigger and tougher.
I only watched the original cartoon. I'll be honest, I didn't really...
He continually got more Slash-like, which is why I liked him, because they never rebooted Slash. At least I haven't caught Slash rebooted yet. But initially, I loved Slash. I had the Slash toy. He was my favorite turtle toy. And then after that, it was like... Raphael's rebooted versions where he got more and more like Slash and literally started to kind of get to be a bigger than some of the other turtles. I liked that. And Slash originally was Raphael's pet, so, But yeah, Slash was awesome. I liked Slash. I really thought you were going to remember Slash. I was sitting there going like...
I remember Slash. I just...
Yeah, hey, search him. Put a picture up of my boy Slash, man. TMT Slash. Or just, that Slash on there.
There you go. I actually think I think I had the Slash toy.
Yeah, hit that one. Go down the row and over it. Hit that comic book cover one. That one looks good. Down, left, that one. Bring that up. Yeah, boy, Slash. Slash is freaking awesome, dude. I love this spike shell, and I had his toy, man. Like, Slash was cool. And he was always a character I thought was really tight. And apparently there's been some other incarnations of him because some of these pictures look like it. So maybe he did finally pop up in some of the other series.
But I think the reason we had the Slash toy was because he was one of the less popular ones. And most of our toys came from Hudson's. So you got all the overstock.
I mean, you couldn't find Michelangelo. Now, for popularity, hey, they asked me what my favorite was. Now, for popularity... Like, it was hard to find Michelangelo. I remember I took over a year to get a Michelangelo. I had Slash, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael, and for the longest, I did not have Michelangelo. It took like a year of trying. Like, it was after an entire year.
Like, somewhere in a box, I still have the Ninja Turtles shampoo.
That will make your hair fall out.
That has never been opened because I was a weird kid that didn't open stuff.
Well, for you, it might actually make your hair grow back.
I don't think anything it will make my hair grow back.
Dude, that stuff's probably magic by now. It's really aged. Like, that is the world's oldest bottle of shampoo.
Yeah.
And it's green. I'm pretty sure it's green. So, like, who knows what it would do. Well, it might not be green anymore, how long you've had it. It just comes out as a brownish color.
It's no telling. All right.
That's a cool Slash. Man, I'm telling you, Slash was awesome.
I'm hungry, so we're going to end this episode here.
Hey, man, we can do 9 more minutes. Do some filler for 9 minutes. Okay, no, not that. That was terrible.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry for the short episode, but hey, it's not a very heavy news week.
Y'all know what's been in the news this week.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, it's election
we all
weeks.
know.
There ain't a lot
They
of
even
other
turned.
news.
They even turned Squadrons against us. I mean,
Doug, and how? I thought I had picked a safe topic. I would talk about Star Wars Squadrons. Next thing I know, it's like Nazi, anti-racist, blah. I'm like, what the heck? What's weird is why they're being so vague. That still creeps me out that they're not saying what happened.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go to youtube.com/Dicejunkies. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you see whenever we post a new video. And you can watch us here on Twitch live every Sunday at 3:30. Dicejunkies.com is the website you can go to find links to everywhere we are online. Thanks for watching. And as always, we hope you enjoy.